Hey guys, so I have a few things to show you. I've collected up a few different things from the last video, which I believe is the tombstone that I finished, that I still need to upload. One thing we added to the workshop is a nice new phone. It's basically just for intercom, so we can make connections within the house. It's going to help the vlog, but we're official with phones. Just painting some of this stuff up. I also redid my entire walkthrough and hopefully have a pretty good idea on what it's going to look like when it's done. So I'm going to show you it. So we're starting, somewhere like this. You'll go in like that. This spot right here is a 2-foot space for the heat lamps, which you'll see later. Basically, go behind the windows for the facade to light up the red papering. Goes into the study, which is a pretty big room. I believe it's 10 by 8, which then leads into a series of twists and turns, which will contain a drop panel here and a drop panel up here. And this might be a questionable pop out of the same actor. So I'll go up. That's might be where a girl will just stand in there and look like there'll be like a window for her, and she'll look tortured and she'll be screaming at them, they'll go get back, whatever. That's also a possibility. Definite drop panel here. This actually cuts off into an actor path, a 2-foot actor path that leads into the garage in case it needs to get anything. So it leads off. This is a possible alcove for a pop out, or just to put different things, maybe a fog machine. So this is a hallway, which then leads into the butcher room, which is a big majority of the haunt, but it will hold the butcher room as well as a torture shock cage that we'll build, which houses the electric chair and an actor. And there'll be a bunch of body parts and hanging guts and stuff like that, so it deserves a pretty big room. Which will then come out. These are pretty small hallways that gets to here. And go around. This is the front of the garage. So this is the actor path that leads into the garage with a possible scare in the corner. So remember, this is not part of the path where my finger is. This second line is the path that will lead into the claustrophobia, which will slowly get smaller and then lead into the crematorium, which is basically just panels, and there'll be a few corpses. It'll be the panels that look like the fake morgue doors with the handles, mostly that, and some corpses lying around, maybe a scent distribution box, and then there'll be an actor here that's a zombie. I started to write things that we already need to build for the room. And then you lead down your long exit path, which is about 20-something feet long, to exit out the haunt. Everything is drawn to dimension there too, like the room will be like that. It'll be less, probably less, it looks so long and so much. It really won't be like that, but everything's to measurement. So I didn't draw it out yet. I'd like to draw it with chalk just to get an idea. But I was kind of walking it, and you still get the feel. It's just not enclosed yet, so I think I just need to build it to the dimensions, and then I'll see. It's not like it's going to be like a tiny square or nothing's going to fit. These are all the actual dimensions. The driveway's 82 feet long. Each box is 82 feet, but also it's only drawn so much smaller than actual foot. So yeah, but I do this early so I can figure out what I need to exactly build for this year. Whether the rooms are bigger or smaller than that. Pallets take up, the thickness of a pallet, the length of a pallet. But now I know exactly what I need to build this year because I built the plans first. So I'm building to the plans this year. And I've already actually started doing some things. My trash can trauma for this year, I started detailing the top of the can, just getting some paint on there and make it look a little a little rusty and dingy. And there's the inside, coated just with a light layer of paint. Power strip mounted and the bottom bars mounted, so the rat will jump out and spit. That prop, I'm ordering the stuff for that this week. I ordered some masks that were on sale at Halloween Asylum. One was from, was it Trick or Treat Studios, or I have to check to see when they come. But it was the they were on sale, so I got them. One was like a zombie one, and one was that nailed mask with the I don't know what it was. Who made it? Trick or Treat Studios or somewhere else. Like the green mask, and it has like the nails they pry out of the mouth. I got both those on sale, and I got the zombie gut rag one, I believe it was, on Halloween Asylum. Both on Halloween Asylum. So we'll be wearing those for next year. You know, they're both kind of zombie masks, so they'll go towards the end of the maze. You know, yeah. I don't know who will be wearing what, but I'll start to draw up a costume list on what each actor needs. You know, so far I put all actors. One by the entrance, one by the exit, one in the study, one here to operate the drop panel, one here to operate the drop panel. This is a possible one. I put one to stand in the corner here and pop out. One in the crematorium, two in the butcher shop with a shot cage in here, and one over here, and one over here and here, which is, you know, obviously not just a possibility of where actors can go. I'll probably have the ability to get about 10 actors this year, so it's less props I have to build. 10 actors, and then we'll fit them with costumes and masks. I believe I already have a few masks for people. Yes, but, and on top of that we have a cemetery display, so there's a lot of work to do this year, a lot of foam works. I made a facade that I'm going to go in the house and show you, my 2011 facade that will probably stick with us for the next few years, so we'll go check that out now. Alright guys, here's the facade for 2012. I believe I saw 11 before. Pretty exciting. It's supposed to look like a gothic, you know, dungeon type little thing. I believe a lot of detail and time needs to go into this because that's what people are seeing. The actual window part of these windows is going to be covered with that red paper sheet that lights up, you know, has a cool light behind it if you put a light behind it. So that's what we're going to be doing, is putting lamps behind them in that space that I told you about. This will be for a possible banner or you know, like a foam carved sign. This is our entrance, guided with those spirit flame lights on each side that we'll have to get, and it's got like a little carving on top. So right now it's about 12 feet tall. It can be shortened or expanded. I would say I have room to do either way, and it's 11 feet long. So you got a 1 foot, 5 foot doorway, probably a 3 foot path, and 2 feet with the extra foam carvings, and then you have your 2 windows. So the queue line will probably go up behind the table where my finger is, up, across, and in. Then you'll be guided by the start of the point. Pretty exciting. I'm hoping everything works out with my plans. I'm actually kind of apprehensive because I've never done this before, so I'm a little bit nervous that things won't, you know, work out the way I designed them. But the space is there. I took all my measurements, so everything looks to be right, and it will be. That's all you gotta keep saying. So we'll build to accustom that, and we'll start generating a props list for this year. You know, I've already started getting things like I need those 2 flame lights, and you know, I need heat lamps and more spotlights and more tombstones. So there's a lot to do, but you know, it's not like we have 2 months. We have a long time, so we'll be getting it done. And the facade will break down into, you know, pieces, probably 4 pieces. I think the sheets are 8 by 2 feet, So you have 8 by 2, 8 by 2, and then you have like 2, 2. No, 8. And we'll have to see. It might be a 10-foot facade because you have 8 and 2, and that's 10. No, you gotta add an extra foot, which doesn't really matter because the tent is actually 10 feet. But you know, we'll have to work on that a little bit. That's just the design. So that's pretty much it. I don't know what else I'm going to be doing. We're actually thinking about going to Trans World this year, which is really exciting. So that's pretty cool. Kind of sucks because I'm in New York, so it's not like I'm really drivable distance like I am for the National Hunters Convention upstate. But it's pretty cool news that we might be doing that. And we'll have to get ready for another year. We have a lot to build. We have a lot to build. If I would have known this earlier, I would have picked up more of those Walgreens skeletons, because now I need like a bunch of corpses. Never easy. Oh, well, what are you gonna do? So that's pretty much it. Probably film more towards the end of the week. I have my wiper motor power cords coming to do my peeping tombstone. I've just finished another tombstone, so that's 9 tombstones. I probably need about 25, as well as some 1 or 2 pallet coffins, because now I have to do a display and want it out, so it's a lot to handle, but we got the family. We got you guys. Cool. Catch you guys later.